This is Countdown to Economic Collapse, April 10th, 2011. I'm David John Sponheim, running for president in 2012. If you're concerned about the direction our economy is taking, much as I am, you're probably going to ask yourself, do we even have a United States of America? In fact, we've recently posted information leading to the conclusion that the United States is indeed a corporation.
Okay, we're going to take a look at the use of the word United States as it applies to a government document defining what it is. Here is Title 28, United States Code, Section 3002. We're going to go down to Article 15, where it says clearly, United States means A, a federal corporation, B, an agency, department, commission, board, or other entity of the United States, or C, an instrumentality of the United States.
Which is very concerning. If you've grown up believing that our country is free and unencumbered, we find out, looking all the way back to the writing of the Constitution, that we've been encumbered by a massive amount of debt to England. I know this seems as a shock, especially considering they're talking about the $14.3 trillion debt ceiling and raising it now. We're not even looking at the real problem. You know, your tax dollars are going directly into the Federal Reserve's hands? Directly. They're using it to pay the interest on the debt. And it's ironic that the Treasury Department isn't even managing your tax dollars. We are virtually running out of money. And the reality is many of our cities and townships are corporations. These incorporated townships are actually well invested, and there's a tremendous amount of money at the bottom of the barrel. So the federal government has been leached for so long, the state governments have been leached to the point where they're going bankrupt, that the actual apparatus of government is failing. And the two-party system is unable to grapple with that reality. So we need a new paradigm. And that new paradigm is America's third party. A chance to work our differences out. I'll tell you how messed up it is. Back in June of 2009, the National Bureau of Economic Research announced that the recession was over. Clearly, they must have been mistaken. The Depression was beginning at that time. And you look at Obama now thinking about running for re-election, and we're all wondering, what are you doing? What have you done? And yet the Democrats have become Democrats and aren't even asking the important questions, has he shown any results? Well, make no mistake about it. He hasn't shown any results, and our country needs to see those results in order to see another 4 more years with this man. I am proposing brand new plans to get people back to work. 14 million new jobs are possible if the government engages the private sector and spawns new industry. That's the key. And the Homestead Renewal Plan that we have is at the very basis to build the engine of economic recovery for our country, getting people to own houses and giving people shovel-ready jobs to build houses or fix them up. These houses can be managed not by mortgage brokers, not by banks, but directly with the government through the FDIC. Now, our goal is not to just destabilize the economy. Our goal is to actually bring more of a consumer base to our economy, but at the same time make it sustainable, make it last long, make it built to last, so that all of our products are put into use for 3 to 15 years, as opposed to the current cycle, which is around 6 months. And stop this insane importation of garbage into our country, or at least slow it down. Tell them that there's going to be an ecological tariff put on every product that comes into this country, and make 15%. You know, our country pays a lot of its bills off with its import tariffs that it currently has. So a 15% import tariff on countries like China and India will not impair trade, but a 25% could. So what we want to do is work with the existing markets, but at the same time not destabilize our trading relations with the world. Now, if we look at the overall energy needs of this nation, there is absolutely no reason why we can't begin drilling for domestic oil on a large scale, completely unhinging from our reliance on foreign oil and thereby getting our troops to come home and stop being 911 to the rest of the world, which is obviously depleting us of our resources. I'm going to analyze the future by simply saying we have a true goal, and that true goal is a solvent nation. Now, I'm going to show you some documents right now, real quick, that will show you that we are still in debt to England.
The only definitive actual declaration of our U.S. sovereignty is the Paris Treaty of 1783. And as you can see, it's a very old document. We're going to take a better look at a clear copy. It says, "It having pleased the divine providence to dispose the hearts of the most serene and most potent Prince George III, by the grace of God, King of Great Britain, France, and Ireland, Defender of the Faith, Duke of Brunswick and Lunenburg, Arch-Treasurer and Prince-Elector of the Holy Roman Empire, etc., and of the United States of America, to forget all past misunderstandings and differences that have unhappily interrupted the good correspondence and friendship which they mutually wish to restore, and to establish such a beneficial and satisfactory intercourse between the two countries upon the ground of reciprocal advantages and mutual convenience, as may promote and secure to both perpetual peace and harmony." Now this, in and of itself, states that all past misunderstandings and differences will be settled by this document. That does not imply that the King of England is in any way surrendering his position as Arch-Treasurer of the United States.
But we are still paying the piper. We never really declared our sovereignty beyond the Paris Treaty of 1783. We've got some work to do, folks. We've got to disentangle from our trading partners, and especially the central bank, the Federal Reserve, that has taken over much of our budgeting and putting us deep in the hole, affecting your savings, affecting all of the value of all of our dollars at the market. So we've got a lot of groundwork to do in the next 2 to 5 years, and that's going to happen, and we're going to make this country a nation that will lead by example and no longer have to kowtow to foreign interests. We are against a New World Order here. We are against any kind of an international takeover or hijacking of our government, and that is why we have started America's Third Party, and I urge you to join us and visit americasthirdparty.com and check our platform out and see some of our new programs that are absolutely essential in getting this nation jump-started toward a new economy.
Check us out at americasthirdparty.com.